Sambala test ratio. The Taringi Malumze Tia Kari Lavina. The chapter now the Indian foreign trade. Okay, now the Tambudi Indian foreign trade. What is mean by foreign trade? Or we can also say that what is mean by international trade. Okay, so now foreign trade refers to export and import of goods and service across different countries. So now export lavina like mandukhalore maranzu lumbegi chido lumbala chalapa chongalore import nana mandugi chi lumbane maranzu lumbana la chalaya nalo nyewena, so that we call it a import lore. So normally foreign trade ladukhalolana export and import of the goods and service across the country. So that means with other countries lore chi lungwanyamdo chebaina dindeji foreign trade lani duschore. And then the second one is observation of foreign trade. So now here when I say observation of foreign trade, it means that like how the foreign trades it happens. Rather, that means foreign trade like the so number one is it is based on the international specialization that is based on principle of comparative cost advantages. So now when we do the foreign trade, mainly because of the international specialization. So international specialization the condition na chinganjugi tanganjugi lumba nanglola chala chi produce chewe kapsugi kede nganjugi chala di suela dozo nyungyu stangyo. So that we call as a specialization. Kajingana nganjugi dozo nyungyu tanggo because there is no any damage. Tanganjugi in the sense like what we say is that we will not waste the resources. Whatever the resources we have, we are going to use it very properly, and because of the specialization. Resources so now automatically we can say that the cost of production the new we always compared with the cost advantages. As compared with the goods in India, the goods in foreign countries cheaper. There are like factor maybe Kashia Lumbara Chala Yomali. So what the trade cost comparative because to make the foreign trade there are so many factors are there. So main the comparative cost advantages like the chicharure the tikalona manzuki kawala manzuki arena the manzuki state chigore the it facilitates export at the price higher than in the domestic market and import at a price lower than in the domestic market. That is export export we try to export. Import we try to make the imports of the goods and service. What is normally foreign trade like the it provides wider size of market and hence opportunity of investment. So normally like foreign trade foreign trade like the market doji maina chong gyasa dipe mangayo kalana lumbata mena yimdo andugi chongde che ta chongde khajugi chibena dinang ta sajam che yudi ngadu khajure andugi foreign trade di manga chire so that we can make able to do a more investment chong gyare doso kalata andugi chi chong gozuere invest che dinde thola andugi kuga manga yuza andugi foreign trade di manga chigo re ta the foreign trade manga chi di re ta that means we are trying to do more investment chi di re higher investment lead to higher GDP growth ta ajugi lumba na lo khajugi investment ta ngaran jugi chi lumba chinari chi lumba gi ngaju lumba chi di re 즉 investment 가지고 망아 시투디 가지래 룽바 나올라 production 디 망아 두래 다 production 디 망아 두디 가지고래 랑싱기 룽바디 야기 칭노래 어디세자 먼저 가고래 즉 foreign trade 데 nga도 가래 engine of growth 로래 즉 룽바 나올라 야기 칭세기 따디 가래 즉 내가 즉 체지게 nga도기 foreign trade 디 두지도래 근데 니 다다디 observation of foreign trade khadere na foreign trade khade chungda di chego di gumje ga re ding ajugi decision ma gebshere ta dine ga ju khare India's foreign trade at the time of independence ta di yegi thanda ga gi lobjin din la when I say at the time of independence la dikhat dula na mang je ga re chik rangje top sa je la dam khalo da gi top chance kam so that is before planning. So planning the 1951 goes to that. That the inye da rangje ra se jo. The tiji dina la majugi nedan hadire to the thola majugi te didu. That majugi Indian foreign trade at the time of independence hadire na the British used our natural resources as a raw material for their domestic industrial output. That the goes gare chik majugi chik Gaga Rangje top size ki jail khare gaga di bad khora khare chik exploited by the chik bad khora ga thola dangi sure na British re lo da chik lagwa di gumje khajire na ngajugi foreign trade doji paina khare chik gaga na lo la natural resources yo mare mangje khajire chige khare inji lungbal pha ki che ra ki go di gumje khare ta inji lungba na lo la khoran jo khare industrial revolution do di khare kunjula industrial gi raw material mangbu godi sangma raw material sangma di kya dene ka khiro resla energy ga gi odi sida mangchi ta di ga thare ngajugi chik export di pe mangbu chi go re so that to be a raw material kyangya machine ngajugi finished goods dene export dene chi go mare dijik che niwa di ga re Indian economic was also exploited as a market for the British industrial goods. So now the point comes on the table and she can check the resources down the engine raw material and kilo. Tagajore, soda down the raw material produce check that as the final goods six of your mare. Dinga the Kajore, Garan, Sutan che, Garanola, Jongagi Chidore. What is it? The Garan Locadena, Market Nola, Chigi, Inji, Chala, Bambuchi Lady Kajire, Rangshingi Gajire. Gagananglogi chala suigyo ta domestic product mangching adugi chik torshi tangayadire chashire odi sezarde na du point suba dina lo khare decade of Indian handicraft gata madu gare gagananglo la khare chik lagbai suigyo jumare ta madu handicraft la khare chik machine de rig puje machi che susu lagbai rangi suigyo jigo mare di rig du khare chala mangchare chama mewa chalo re ta mewacha wa gyumje di kharire labina ta chi inji lungbane chi ngadugi chala du khile gyo di kharire ta du sode na lo sudi kharire chala di puje ya ga yore dinang si chala di khongkhe yore irang jingi market gi na lo ne da kharire khongkhe da khadi ya ga na ngadugi lamzan jila nyu du du khaji gore kya gi handicraft ki goose chala du kharire rang jingi demand nyu ro chadi du seje kya na lo la chike kya hora gi chala dila nyunge medi dus seje chik chongba di soda mangoji handicraft soda mangoji ko dus kya wo charis la dus ye ngi foreign trade ne da ni ru chadire nene hibari gare on the eve of independence our balance of trade or we can say volume of trade was favorable chidanda na do khare export ma chigore import nyunga chigore so now the favorable rate award de inale chikya khebe di shushu yomari la ni thada dinge law nang singi mangje export kharire na raw material kyangya re la ta raw material la mangbu chigo de inale de la chunga shushu pisha shushu yomari la dijikche inyam do garire chik import the bet manga yu kha jore chik favorable yimne le inale sida numba la pen thoya de shu de chungyo ma le sla ra de direction of trade the ra ta ma gi jaga gi ta numba kho la ma gi trade su re na it was largely restricted to the Britain ra ta ma re 망치가 도가래 즉 인진염도 무시 트레이드 체모도 지금 무엇이 많이도 트레이드 체도 배 용류를 so mostly like we say like that 50% of the trade दिखाजरे British 염도 치료를 해라고래 브리튼이다 근데 맞기 composition of trade indicates backwardness of the economy 라타 맞기 composition of trade 라든 가도 칼로나 ता 맞기 디라 export of the raw material import of the finished goods in the because whatever the resource we have we are going to export to the British so only what we are doing is importing the final goods from the market final goods from the British so it makes that our domestic products are destroying or our domestic goods are not really much demand by the our own people the Gyungje because industrial made goods are good in quality at the same time it has a less price. Now Gongjunji in the Rangshingi Nadu Hachore, Chala Dudula the demand Mangu Chevi Kingi, Nadu Hajilana, Chick final goods, the Manguching of the import Chiguza, Nadu Lumba, Yargaching to Male. So that's why our countries remain with the backwardness like Duji Chari. So so at the time of independence, like what is the condition of our foreign trade? Now, the foreign trade secure mang chilagre, Tangi Chigi engine lumbagi kebe machine, around lumbala, foreign trade cheche, shushu on the kebe dus on the ratu mari. So dus cheche mazugita hare, chapter nawagi, mazugita brief introduction of Tamadina Ola, foreign trade and Hadis Laure. 지기 foreign trade 간데 중고래 되는 신기 아저기 야가기 independent 그 갑수기 야가기 foreign trade 기내다 한데스도 도체 어디기 마두스테리 야야 터지나